Okay, my brain is back online momentarily. So yeah, Minister Carr kept reminding me of her policy. So I reminded her of Tommy Douglas's vision that finances should never be a barrier to healthcare, and that the Sask government continues to place policy over people. And as a nation that upholds universal healthcare, access to healthcare is as important as healthcare. If you can't get the healthcare, is it okay to let people die? So she had no response. When I mentioned that I was left with no choice because we don't have a gamma knife available to me in Saskatoon, she wrote down in her book, gamma knife or funding for travel. That's all she gleaned from that. Just kept missing the point. Like, it's not about me anymore. But I did remind her I still want my check for $854.26. She looked confused when she said gamma knife, and her communications assistant quietly said, it's radiation. She had no idea what I've been through. She had no idea what I've done so far. She had no idea how I'm still suffering, and I'm permanently disabled through no fault of my own. Unable to work. I can't just go out and make extra money to make up the costs. I didn't even broach the subject of what if I have to go back for further treatment, because she wasn't listening. So, yeah, I thanked her for her time, and I left. I knew it was pointless to waste any more time. So I went back to the NDP office, and their communications people asked me what she said. And the most important thing that really stuck with me is her immediate dismissal. Like, well, you look like you're doing well. And they were as stunned as I was. So they invited me back for day 2. So I graciously accepted. I thought, I came all this way, and to have an opportunity to be heard again in the legislature through the voice of my MLA, it was an honor, it was a privilege. So I went back for day 2, and they weren't expecting me. So again, my rock star MLA got up in the house and gave them a few more details about my life and what I've accomplished and the kind of person I am. And then when MLA Jorgensen had a chance, he got up and asked the minister why she would say that I look well, and he demanded an apology. And there was this awkward silence in the house. You could just feel the weird energy. Everyone went totally silent, and the speaker was stunned. He really didn't know what to say. When he gave her a chance to speak, she got up and said, I meant it as a kind statement. I was trying to be kind. So that was her response. So anyway, I went, I had my say, and then after the second session today, we had a brief media press conference again, and just reiterated the point that the minister has no idea what an invisible disability is and could care less. And I suggested that she get some sensitivity training, like Minister Cockrell seems to need as well. And yeah, I just kept emphasizing the point that people that are stretched to their limits, giving to charities, shouldn't have to raise money for people that need to leave the province for life-saving care that's not available here. Why should we expect people that are already stretched to the limit to give more? It's the government's responsibility to take care of us. And if they can't provide the service, then they need to cover the travel. So it was a whirlwind couple of days. It was exciting. It was overwhelming. It was such a privilege to be there. It was incredible to watch the NDP in action, just keeping the pressure on, because this government has absolutely no conscience, no accountability. They keep brushing off concerns. They keep lying. Every single one of them that got up to speak, it was a lie. You could just see people in the gallery just like, really? Looking at them like, I can't believe those words are coming out of your mouth. Anyway, so yeah, it was a very fulfilling experience. It was a lot to take in. So I just thought I'd give a brief summary and then profoundly thank my MLA, Darcy Warrington, for going above and beyond. Also Keith Jorgensen, and all of the NDP staff and MLAs. They were just so kind and warm and welcoming, and just made it the best experience possible. So I had no expectations of the government. I still don't. I can honestly say I don't trust them with their money. They keep hiding the books. When the budget comes out on March 18th, I think we'll get a little glimpse of the truth of how irresponsible they are with our hard-earned tax dollars, and just how callous they are. They are so callous. They are so ego-driven. Yeah, it's never people before policy. It's we said so. And look how great we're doing, without actually talking to people that are struggling and finding out how great we're not doing. So I don't think they have anything to be proud of, but hey, that's my opinion. So yeah, I will end it there. I am tired and need a little brain rest. So yeah, I will continue to post, and feel free to ask me questions if you have questions. And I will keep fighting. I will keep the pressure on, and just hope that eventually they'll cave to pressure again, so it looks good for their image or whatever. Anyway, my goal is to have them change the policy, so that hasn't changed. I'll go the distance. So either they change the policy or we change the government. Actually, I'd like to see both happen, but anyway, time will tell. So thanks for hearing my ramblings, and thank you so much for the support. I'm so grateful. Could not have done this without you. So I think I've proven that one person can do something. So contact your MLA. Let them know how you feel. Contact the health minister. Let him know how you feel. And just keep at them. That's all we can do. So thanks for your time. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And that's it for me. Peace out.